Hey everyone, it's Shelly with Couture. Welcome to my Saturday Night Live demo. We will be working with the transfer literally freezing. Now that fall is upon us, the weather sure has followed suit. We were pretty warm and now we're pretty chilly, although it still feels awesome, trust me. Say hello as you guys hop on. We'll start soon. Say hello as you hop on. It's Saturday night. Who's watching football, college football? All right, say hi, guys. Well, hello, Miss Tina. We are going to play with a transfer that says literally freezing. Now that fall is here, so we are going to play with some wood shapes and just make a cute little sign. Thanks for loving the video. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, Mary, how are you? It was chilly. It started off chilly this morning. We started off with some just kind of sprinkling outside, and then it was nice and cool in the morning, and then the sun came out. I think we reached maybe 70-ish today, but we as a family went to something called the Apple Festival. That was good. It was a good 20 minutes away, but it took us an hour to get there. There was a huge line of traffic, but they had everything you can imagine that had apples in it, and lots of crafts and just creative people out there. So I usually like to go to the festivals just to see what other people are doing these days. So it was kind of fun just to walk around. We got some fudge, we got some apple pies. So looking forward to, we got like an apple crisp, which is so good, and they freeze it so that at the end of October, we normally have a family clam bake. So I will pull those out of the freezer and make those when the time comes. So excited about that. All right, guys, let's get started. So again, literally freezing. You could just hear your kids going, Mom, I am literally freezing, right? You're not freezing. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. I am in Ohio, yes. Cincinnati area. All right, so let's mark the back of our transfer here. Literally freezing. All right, so we don't need our trimmers today. Hi, Kathy, or Karen, I'm sorry, how are you? I haven't seen you around in a long time. How are you, friend? All right, wood cutouts can be found in an Etsy shop named Decor Cutouts. So if you want to take a peek there, they have some pretty cool shapes and things. Let's go ahead and prep our wood products, and then we'll get started. 68, that's a nice fall-ish weather. The problem is we go from, we're 90s to 100, we get that really dog days of summer. and then we get maybe a week of fall weather, then it rains and it drops to like the 30s, and that's it. Everything, all the leaves drop, they're brown and gross, and yeah. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna bring over one of my inserts from our wood cutouts, so we can paint these up. So I am excited because I am going to use, excuse me, Michigan. Ooh, it's probably cold up there too. I'm going to use a new paint today that I want to try because it has a, what is it? It's an all-in-one. So it has like a, what do they call that? A primer in it. So I'm kind of excited to use that. So we're going to use that. First, let's go ahead and I am going to sand the wood down a little bit. Trying to take a little bit of that roughness away. I'm going to try to be careful because I tend to be a little rough and then I break them. So don't do as I say, or don't do as I do. Gently. You want to gently sand. If at all. You really don't have to. There's no rhyme or reason that says you have to. I think this one I have in my hand, I accidentally cracked. So I'm going to try to be really, really careful with it. So if you see that it cracks on me, it's because I've already halfway cracked it, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then let's just do, I guess it doesn't matter what side we use. This will help the paint adhere too, so always a good idea to sand off a little bit of that roughness. Go around the edges. Okay. Let's get a paper towel here. Mary, what was your weather like today? Bet you guys were nice and warm. Or you guys probably think 40s and 50s is really chilly. All right, let's start painting. I'm going to grab a foam brush, shake it up, shake, shake, shake it up. All right, we're going to see how we like this. Ooh, this is a pretty color. I'm also using our Winter Wonderland, the 6-pack, the palette of paste singles. I'm going to use the Shimmer Moonlight. I just love that Moonlight. And I'm going to use the Colonial Blue. I think those look good together. You're at 88. Ugh, jealous. So jealous. All right, let's get these painted here. So it's so hard when you're shopping for paint colors online because, you know, there's like a million grays and there's, you know, you can get blues in the grays, you can get green gray. So I just chose like it's called Cobblestone. So we're going to see how we like this color. Again, it has supposedly a primer in it. So we're going to see how well it performs for us today. You, of course, can use our pastes. You don't even have to really water it down. You can just kind of spritz your project and it spreads really nice right from the jar. I'm going to try to go with the wood grain here. I do like this color. It's a very nice light gray color. What do you guys think? 88 degrees. Oh yeah, I know that. Well, yeah, you better be safe. Take cover, right? Yeah, I don't know if I would like that. We get all the, all the wind and all that comes with it. I'm trying to think what hurricane it was where it just rained and rained and rained and it was windy. Gosh, that was probably a couple years ago. It took a weird turn and just sat over Ohio for a while. Trying to make sure we get this completely covered here. Looks like a little gear, doesn't it? It's got some outer edges to it. Of course, always pay attention to what side you're going to be chalking on. I think the snowflake is pretty uniform, so that really doesn't matter what side. And I think this round shape, I have it right side up. Hopefully. I think I do. I think I do. Okay. Just trying to take a majority of that excess paint off. I really like this color. It's a very pretty color. All right, let's try to scrape off all that excess. Save everything you can. Okay. All right, let's get this all dried up. Ooh, this board is kind of warping a little bit. This is, the background is a 1/16 of an inch, so it's pretty thin. Once we get everything glued down, it should flatten out. I have a sneeze coming, I can feel it. Whew. The rest of the shapes look to be about 1/8 of an inch. I love how that looks with the wood grain coming through. I bet if we did a second coat, it would really be more opaque. But I like the wood look. Get it all nice and dry. Okay, I think we're good. Definitely make sure it's nice and dry before you continue. Go ahead if you want to give it a second coat. It's pretty wet in the middle here. Want to make sure everything's dry. I noticed sometimes when I paint wood that the wood fibers come up. So I am actually going to give this a really quick sanding just to get rid of all that fiber standing up. You can really feel it, how it comes up. Just lightly. Otherwise, if you do it too rough, you'll have to do a second coat. So I'm just lightly going over it. Okay, this we're not painting on, or we're not chalking on, so I think we're okay there. You can feel a difference too once you sand it. It definitely feels a lot smoother. For sure. And it gives it a neat look too. I can see, like, I really can see the wood grain popping through here. Quick double check here. Okay, I think we're okay. All right, next step, wax. We got to get our wax. Okay, surface wax is in stock. Our applicators are not. But when I first started using our wax, I just used paper towels, so totally do not need the applicator if you don't have one. So I'm going to put that on. All right, let that sit. I'm not going to wax this because we're not chalking on it, and we're actually going to glue on it, so it'll be a good idea not to wax it. But look how cool that is. You can see the wood grain. Isn't that neat? All right. Now let's get a paper towel. Buff. It is nice and slickery. Anybody watching football? I think my hubby's team is on now. Okay. Remember, I'm going to be careful with this one because I think I have it like half cracked. So I'm going to try to remind myself to be gentle. I guess I don't remember what I did, but it kind of like bent, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I didn't want to have to wait to get another one, so we're going to do it. Okay. I think we're good, you guys. Now it's time to chalk. Let's put this over here for a minute. All right. We can put that aside. Let's grab our transfer. On the wood slices, Tina, is that what you're talking about? Or let's see, one time, what did I do? I did them in those, like the half clear ornaments, or the black chalkboard ornaments. I've done ornaments a lot, actually, through the years. All right, let's turn this upside down. Yes. Yes to what? Elaborate, please. I'm going to guess it's the first thing I said, which I think I said wood slices. Okay, so we're just going to try to line that up. Press that down, and we're going to flip it over. If you have some kind of a light source or a light table, you can use that. Okay, I am not going to open these single packets. I just wanted you to know what colors I was using. So we're going to do Shimmer Moonlight and Colonial Blue. Let's see. Got it. I just think these blues, don't they look good together? I think they look really nice together. All right, let's take actually, I'm going to grab a multi-tool and then a cut up mini squeegee. Because I'm going to do both colors on the ornament. Oh yeah, those were the wood slices last year. Yeah, I'll have to make some more this year. We got new Christmas minis, so for sure. All right, let's do our colonial on the inside first. All right, so we're gonna put that on, grab that excess, and then there's like half little dashes that we're gonna do. I'm gonna go all the way around, do those. Then we'll do the rest of the snowflake in the Shimmer Moonlight. You guys, if you haven't gotten the Shimmer Moonlight, it is such a pretty color. I know I say that every time, but it is just gorgeous. It goes beautifully with gold, our gold shimmer. Absolutely. All right, now we're going to pick up some of that. I'm going to apply it, and then we'll take off excess as we go here. I think it'll look good too on this gray paint. Tina, how are you feeling, honey? Okay. Keep on going here. Make sure you get it in that silkscreen mesh. Ugh, the gold is just so pretty. The Shimmer Moonlight has gold flakes in it, or gold shimmer, I guess you would call it. It's kind of like just little gold flakes, and it is so pretty. Okay, just making sure I get all those edges. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not fair. Ooh, oh, how pretty. Pretty, pretty. I'm a little short on that guy. Let's put him down. See if we have anything left here. On that one. A little bit on this one. All right. So pretty. Oh my goodness, you guys, so pretty. All right, let's get it dry. And I think I'm going to do the words literally freezing in the colonial blue. That's why I did both colors on the snowflake. So I could go either way with it and then it would still make sense. All right, well, I'm sure I'll be following your journey. Thank you for sharing, and I hope everything goes well. I hope your belly stops hurting. That's horrible when your belly hurts. Nobody likes to feel that way. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? I know. I love those two colors together. So pretty. Okay, let's bring over our ring. Now, on the back, it's marked which one is the top. And then there's my little crack I cracked. So now I know my top. And I know it's my R. So I'm going to flip this over again. Hopefully, you know, probably shouldn't have done that. Let's do this. All right, I'm going to put this down because we're going to flip this over. We don't want to get our table all messed up. Thank you, Tina. All right, so we know at the top is our R. So I'm going to try to line this up like this. And try to be gentle so I don't crack it anymore. Let's flip it and see how we did. I think for the most part we did okay. It may be off a smidge, and I'm all right with that. Okay, let's rub that down. Remember, we sanded and we waxed, so we don't have to do any fuzzing of our transfer. There are two little dots here, so we're going to do the dots in the colonial. Okay. Take that excess off. Then we're going to grab our Shimmer Moonlight. Or no, I did it backwards. Oh well. I was going to do all the words in the moon, or the, what you want to call it, colonial. It's okay, because I really love this color. All right, make sure those edges are touched. All right, and come over here. It's really a pretty color. I just love the gold. That's just so clever that they added a different color to it. Shimmer Moonlight. So I did not put any of the paste colors in the supply lists because I figure everyone's different, you know. Some people like purples, some people like blues. You could do this in black and white. Totally up to you. Okay. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Let's find out. Thank you, Tina. Literally freezing. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. I'm going to turn on my glue gun. We're going to let that start warming up because we got to put it all together. And then, I don't know, should we make it like a hanging sign or should we just have it a sign that we can set out, or you can put a little hook on the back? Or honestly, this is so light that you could put a command strip on the back to hang. I didn't grab any like hanging thread, but we can poke the holes in it if we need to. Make sure it's good and dry. I think it's dry. All right, gotta wait for that to heat up. So this is how it's gonna look. So we're gonna put that backer down. Actually, we could probably do the back. We could paint it now with one of our paste colors if we wanted to make, we could do the colonial blue on the background. I think so too, Tina. We could do this as the background instead of gray because it kind of looks like it's all kind of disappearing. What do you guys think? Do you like it just all like the grays and blues, or let's just for grins and giggles paint this side? What do you think? What do you think? I'm just going to take a little bit of water. We're going to take it right out of our jar. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty color. When you see it bigger, it looks really pretty. Go for it. Right? It's the back side, so it's no big deal. If we don't like it, we can flip it. And I'm not painting on my board, am I? You know, I get so excited, I just forget some steps. It's so pretty. I think this might be a good choice. A little bit. It's hard to hold it when it's wet. Wish there was a way to hold down. Do you know, like, have you guys watched any of Couture's little, like, 1-minute videos? Do you know what they do? They tape everything down so nothing moves on them. I think that's pretty brilliant. I'm not sure what kind of tape they're using, but it must be a double-sided tape of some kind. Okay. All right, let's try this side and see what it looks like. I know, it's so pretty. I think then this part will really stand out instead of getting lost on the gray. You know what you could do with this is make it one of those, have you ever seen those, trying to think what they call them. I don't even know, holographic, like plastic, where it has like a design etched in it, and when it hangs, you can see the design, and as it turns, it looks like it's moving. You guys know what I'm talking about? That would be fun to get like 2 of these and put on each side so that it would spin. All right, we're gonna get the big boy here. Get it dry a little bit faster. Again, like I said, we don't have to wax it because we're not doing any chalking. Plus, I'm not sure how the hot glue would sit on top of that if we did that, so. I love how you can see the wood grain. I just love that look. All right. Oops. Get that hung up. I think I'm gonna do it. I like the grain up and down. Okay. All right. My glue is hot. We're gonna go all the way around. Hot, 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 hot. Try to place it in the middle. Okay, I think that's good. Flatten it out, hold it down. What do you guys think? I think that's a better choice myself. Okay, we know that R is our center point or our most top. So I'm going to kind of have it going on my line here. And then, whoa, get our snowflake here. And the snowflake is pretty uniform. I'm just going to drop that guy right in there. Let's make sure he's centered as best as possible here. Hold it down. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think? Literally freezing. So let's put all our dirty stuff aside for a moment. We can, like I said, we could put it in our bases for our simple shapes base, which I took upstairs. I think this is probably too big. I mean, you could do it in one of our board and base bases. It just wouldn't go in all the way. Or like I said, you can get the little mini, or we can make a hanging sign out of it, or you can use magnets. You can just put it on your refrigerator or anywhere you have magnetic. Or we can punch a hole in it. So let's do that. Like I said, I don't know where all my twine went. I feel like I'm missing twine. Or like a little sawtooth hanger you can do on the back. Let's see if I can find, I used to have that white cord. Here. I don't know, white might be too stark. You know, I'm gonna hold off because I wanna make sure I have the right stuff before I do any hole punching. But this is our power punch. It is the only thing that will go through our simple shapes or like our chockable chips. It's just a really powerful punch. A regular punch will not do it. It just won't do it. Thanks, Tina. I'm glad you like it. But that's it. So if you are literally freezing, Just wait. Winter's not even here yet. All right, guys, that's my project for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some ideas. The rest of the transfer, the way it comes, they have this, just this part up top. I'm not quite sure. I guess it's just more for a 9x12. This would fit very nicely on a 9x12. This would look really good on our, thank you, on our, the door tags. This would be fun on a door tag. I would even think on the door tag, I would not probably do the top, but I would do the bottom just to frame the bottom out. So many things you guys can do with this stuff. And you know, I haven't washed transfers in front of you guys for a while, so I'm going to do that. Let's put this aside. And I think I like that paint. I think I like the paint. We're going to keep playing with it. All right, so because we don't have a sink right next to us, we're just going to get this wet. I think I'm getting low on water here. We're going to get this wet and let it reactivate our paste, because our paste does dry hard. That's what keeps it on our surfaces for us until we wash it off. Let's grab some wipes. Those seem to be drying out too. I dropped some glue on my dryer. There we go. Okay. And then I kind of just go in circles. I feel like I get a better scrub that way. So I kind of go around. We're just trying to get off that top layer. All right, some colors will stain more than others. It's just the pigment in some colors. Let's go ahead and wipe that down. I'm going to get my very used board eraser wet, so give me a second. All right, you can try to scrub a lot of that off. All with just water. You do not need any chemicals. In fact, we do not suggest you use any chemicals. All right, we're going to flip it over. Oops. Okay, you want to make sure you do your back side, because as you're chalking, you're pushing that paste through that mesh to the underside of the mesh. So you want to make sure you wash both sides. All right, let's get some more water here. I just feel like I feel like there's water in there. It's just not wanting to come out. Then if you wanted to scrub the top a little bit more, you can. Like I said, some pigments are a little stronger than others. I don't mind that. I just want to make sure that my silkscreen mesh is clear from dried paste. And then when I know it's clean, I am good. All right, let's get a paper towel again one more time. You can rub off the top. All right, and that just takes that moisture off. Hi, Lori, how are ya? We are all done. We are washing up, but I will show you what we made in a second. This would be cute on a t-shirt. A little sweatshirt. Honestly, if it was a sweatshirt, I don't know that I would do this top part. I think I would just concentrate on that inner design. All right, that is all washed and dried for the most part. And we're gonna stick it back on the shiny side. All right, not the side that we wrote on. And this is a great test too. You can look at your transfer and see that everything is pretty much bright white like our backer sheet. So you can be confident in knowing that no paste or ink has dried inside your mesh. Good, I'm glad. So I know it's nice and clean and ready to go. I'll let it sit overnight, let it dry before I put it away. But here's what we made. Make sure this is nice and clean. We made a little sign using some wood cutouts. And we haven't decided. Well, I want to see if I have like a really pretty ribbon that'll match, or I might have a light blue jute, believe it or not. So I need to go look for that. But I'll post pictures so you guys can see it. But that is it, my friends. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday night, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Yes, definitely. That's a good way of seeing if it's nice and clean. Sometimes I'll put it back on my backer sheet and I'll see a lot of staining in the mesh. So then I know that I need to take it back off and just do a little more cleaning with it. But thank you so much for showing.